Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Stu and this is Adventure Farm for Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic, part 5 of the Bugfix Scenario Pack. You own a small farm that offers plenty of fresh and seasonal produce for the local residents. Things go so well that you decided to turn your farm into a full-blown amusement park. Your objective, to repay your loan and achieve a park value of at least 450,000. So we saw the green circle on the loading screen, so we know there's some sort of custom object on this. So let's have a look at the scenery, because there's usually in there all standard stuff. And on the question mark you've got colorable grass. So this grass here, you can change it to any color that you want. So let's have a look. Oh, there you go, there it is. There's loads of it drowned. So we are on a farm after all. So there's loads of this grass down there. Not sure if there's anything else. So free entry, so charging for rides, that'll make things a little easier. Let's have a look at the rides then. We've got a couple of transport rides, we've got some gentle rides, not a bad selection. Great selection of coasters to begin with. Thrill rides, not bad. Water rides, don't think there's any water here, so probably won't bother with those. And loads of shops. So I think all things considered, I'm going to put my research into thrill rides. That's always a good way of getting some guests into the park and getting your money going. So let's have a look. Let's turn off scenery. Hide scenery. What do we own? So everything in purple we own, and then everything with a little white sign we can buy. So let's have a look, see how much that is. £5 a tile, so that's really cheap. And no construction rights, that's fine. It's so much land. Okay, so I think what I'll do then is I'll start putting down some flat rides, and if possible I'll do it inside these buildings. So I might get rid of the pathing inside there, put some flat rides down. There's a lot of shops in here, I'll probably keep them, just adjust the prices. So with these things like pretzel, so what I'll usually do is put the profit up to £1. Lemonade stall, £2. Sausages, £2. Souvenir stall, put the cuddly toy up to 3, and then put the umbrella all the way up to 20. Coffee, £2. Cookie shop, probably put that up to £1. Funnel cake shop, probably put that up to profit of £1. Donut shop, put up to £1. Maybe I can charge more, but I think that's how I usually do my shop prices. So I'll put down a few more shops and things as well, but I'm just going to put down a lot of flat rides to begin with, and then that'll give us a really good base to get on with. Junior 1, park value of 72,000. We need 450, so we've got a long way to go. Let's put scenery off a second. So we've got a maze in the barn there, Ferris wheel, dodgems, swinging inverted ships, Enterprise, space rings, and a couple of motion simulators as well. One thing I've noticed is that we've got loads of shops, but there's no information kiosk. So I've put my research now into shops and stalls. So I want the information kiosk. I know we've got a souvenir store, so we can get umbrellas that way, but I would like the park maps as well. That'll help people find their way around the place. I've also noticed there's no signs. Not the signs that you can put across a path anyway. So that means I can't put no entry signs on the paths as well. So at the moment, it's not so much of a problem. when I have roller coasters down, that is probably going to be an issue, because there are going to be guests wandering up and down the exit lines when really I want them stuck on the normal paths. Plus, with all these extra paths that we've got around the place, I don't want to delete them all just yet. I wouldn't mind just putting a no entry sign down to stop them wandering down all these paths. So without the signs, I'm going to have to just delete some of the paths. Because if they're wandering all the way over there, they're not spending money. And I do need a lot of money in order to make some really cool rides. Just add a little path there. Ensure that the guests can go through. Just to stop them getting lost and stuck. But yeah, not a bad start so far. October year 1, 125,000 park value, so we're well on our way. It's going to take a number of years though to get there. A lot of sicker on the place, so I'm going to have to hire some extra handymen. So a few more flat rides down, and then just over here, I've managed to buy a second-hand shuttle coaster. So the paintwork's a bit off. We've had to use some scrap metal as well to fix it up. I had lying around the barn. It's called Rusty Rocket. So very first roller coaster. Guests are loving it. They're paying £10 a go. So I really think that this roller coaster is going to be the making of this theme park. The money that we're going to generate from this roller coaster is going to enable us to build and buy so many bigger and better rides. We've got the information kiosks as well. So guests can get a map as soon as they come through the gates. That's handy. I think then I'm just gonna eventually build down this way. I've got rid of the paths, but for now I'm gonna finish off. Zoomed out a little bit too quick. I'm gonna finish off this area up here, and then I can start working my way down. October year 2, park value of 152,000. So coaster number 2 then, Feral Cat Junior Coaster. So it goes up the chain lift, around the water tower, and then down across the little pond, and then back to the station. Every farm needs a feral cat, at least one. Usually there's a slack handful of them. And a pirate ship as well, sharing an exit just there. And then over here, I was at a farming show where you get to speak to other farmers and farming businesses. And there was a guy there called John, and he says he normally builds agricultural machinery, but he was looking to try building a roller coaster. So we've got this one here, we're calling it Combine Harvester. Good stats. Corkscrew. So up the chain lift, down, loop into a cobra roll, and then we've got corkscrew, and then around, and then we've got an interlocking corkscrew as well, and some helixes and things like that. So we're really doing well at the moment. Got tons of cash, making loads of money. It's raining as well, so that's given us a nice boost the last few months. So I think we're ready. Now we've done all this, we are ready to expand now down into this side of the park. October year 3, park value of just over 200,000. So we're almost halfway there. We need 450,000. We've got 200,000. So just here then, drop tower, scarecrow. Nice stats. Could go a lot higher, but I think that's good enough for now. And then just over here then, we've got go-karts. Or I say go-karts, they're ride-on lawnmowers. Taking the blade off the bottom, so they are safe. But if you want to race some lawnmowers, you know exactly where to come. And then we've got a Virginia reel then as well, a rotavator. Sticking with the farming theme. And just over here then, field mouse. Wild mouse coaster. Nice stats on that. yeah, so we need another 200,000. So I am going to have to buy this field down here. That's okay. Farmer Giles is willing to sell me this field for £5 a tile, because that's what we charge in this world. We don't charge per acre or hectare, but per tile. So yeah, I'm gonna start buying some land and building some more roller coasters. At the moment, I am researching roller coasters. After I was researching shops, I then switched to thrill rides. We've done all them, so now I'm researching roller coasters, and we are going to need to build quite a lot, I think, in order to get to 450,000 park value. July year 4, great news. We've got a world record here on this park. So my newest roller coaster, Thresher, it's an inverted roller coaster with 9 inversions. That is a world record. Not bad, not bad at all. Awesome. So I have been buying land from Farmer Giles. Annoyingly, land is done in, sold per tile in this game. So I'm having to buy it one tile at a time, which is taking absolutely ages. Even when I'm just randomly doing this, it's still taking absolutely ages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game. I'm going to export it, load it up on OpenRCT2 on the computer, and then I'm just going to buy every bit of land on the game, and then I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to put it back onto Classic. Yeah, so I don't know why he wants me to buy it one tile at a time, but it's really annoying, and nobody's got time for that. August year 5, so I've bought all the land back in July. It cost me 45,000 to buy the whole lot. So we've got a park value of 315,000 now. Let's turn scenery back on. So just down here then, next to my world record inverted coaster, Orange Grove, powered mine train. Great stats on this. So with these, all you need really is length. Just build a long train and you'll be fine. I've added loads of sort of dips as well to boost the drops. So we've got 20 drops, 2,500 feet, and that gives you great stats. Plus all the trees as well, because I mean it is a farm. So we've got loads of orange trees that we've planted down here. And then just over here, we've got an orange juice stall. So we've reused one of the lemonade stalls and just fitted it out with orange juice. And then over here then, we got rid of all the crops. And once you get rid of all the crops, then you've got barren earth. What happens? The crows come down. So we've crow here, vertical drop coaster. Great stats on this one. Yeah, so that sees us now up onto 315,000. So we've got a nice bit of space here. And then once we fill that up, then I think what I'll do is I'll come up here and I'll start building up this side. As I said, it is still a working farm, so I am going to keep these coasters and whatever rides I put up here fairly simple. And if we can also use them to help run the farm, that'll be great. October 6, it's raining again. We're making tons of cash. Look, 10,000 we made last month from the amount of rain. So the new coaster here, Bumblebee, great stats on that. And then just here, it's almost a bat wing, but it comes out the same direction it goes in. So that's a bow tie, I believe it's called. And then just over here then, we've reconnected the path. I've built a little bridge across the ditch. And then we've got crop circle. Great stats on that for a wooden coaster. So like I said, I wanted to keep these rides fairly simple. So I am going to, because I want to make it as easy to be able to harvest these crops as possible. So I am going to be doing a lot of straight ups and downs and rights. So it's called crop circle because in the middle of the field, as I was building it, I woke up one morning and there was this crop circle appeared. So I'm not sure how. Yeah, I bought this section of land. I bought off Farmer Ted. So it's basically just a nice drop and then a series of dips and then a helix there and then back to the station and a splash run there to act as a brake. So yeah, I'm going to carry on just building some simple designs this side. So we need about just over 100,000 park value to go. Let's do it. August year 7, 403,000 park value. So we're not far off now. So just here then, I've got my irrigation system. So that's a splash boat, but it will double as an irrigation system for the farm. We are badly needing it. You can see by how brown the crops are. And then just over here then we've got a massive CB radio antenna. And I mean, look at the size of this aerial. This aerial allows me to speak to any other person on the radio in the tri-county area, whatever that means. Yeah, so stats, just waiting for the stats to come back on that. Splash boats, high. It's very good for that. How many we got? 27 boats. This is never going to get full. I mean, we've only got 1,200 guests in the park, so we're never going to have an issue with that being too full. Stats still haven't come back on that. So once this comes back, we will have the value of the park will go up once the results come back. There you go. Didn't go up by much. Cool. I think that was because I'd already had the test results back and I've been sort of upping the speed slightly in order to get it to go as close to the top of the spike as possible. So the value had already gone up, the majority of it, and then it's gone up a little bit more when the price has increased. So a little bit of extra space now. We've got a couple of these reverse free fall coasters. Silo. So this long spike there is doubling as a silo. Not very efficient, I've got to be honest. Could have gone for something a bit with a larger diameter. But good stats on that. So a few more, and I think we should do this, no problem. March year 8, we need 450,000 park value. We've got 477,000. So we are going to complete the scenario as soon as we pay that £1,000 left of the loan. So coaster number 14 then, Barn Dance. It's a limb coaster, and it's got powered launch block section mode. So that way I can use it on powered launch mode and have more than one train. So it launches into an inverted top hat, and then it's just a series of ups and downs, and then you've got the block section, and then on the way back then a couple of loops, inline twist, and then brake run on the way back to the station. So I did say I wanted to keep this area fairly simple, so we want long straight coasters in order to make it far easier to mow these crops. And then this coaster then, Twister. Now we've already got one world record, so we've got the world record for an inverted coaster with the most inversions, and now we've got a world record for the coaster with the most inversions, full stop. So one of the customers of this farm by the name of Pokemon Kirby suggested that I build a twister coaster with 15 inversions. The rest was up to me. So the previous record holder was Smiler in Alton Towers with 14 inversions. This one, Twister, 15 inversions. So it takes you up the chain left, down, and it's just loads and loads of barrel rolls around and then back. So with barrel rolls, it's an inversion, but it doesn't count as a drop. So if you look, drops, there's only one drop on this, and that's there. And that's just to get the speed up. I could have done away with that drop and just had a little booster section, but I just thought we'll have a boost. We'll have a chain lift instead. How fast is it going now? It's magic. I was just keeping pretty much the same speed all the way back. And look at the stats. Still fairly low, to be honest. You could wonder how high I could go. Probably 20, maybe even a lot higher. But for now, I'm happy with these 2 world records for my humble little farm. And just think, we started off with just this one roller coaster all here. So let's pay back the loan. Any second now. And it's done it. Fantastic. Stew. Awesome sauce. This was Adventure Farm. My name's Stu. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.